Hello there, and welcome to the Pipsoclock news review of the week. And this is the week of NFP, non-farm payroll. So it's really going to be a very busy week, and it begins on Monday. And we want to quickly go over and review the events to expect in the market from the economic calendar this week. All right, just sit tight and follow through, and let's see. Now, why are we doing this? First, we want to know the events we could trade. Secondly, we want to know the events we could know what time they will come out to know what to do with our open trades. 3, we want to know the events, what time they are going to come out, and to make a decision on whether or not to trade or whether we should just participate and get the most of it. All right, so let's go ahead and go over the economic calendar. We're going to be using only the FX calendar today so that we can make this as short as possible. So we begin on Monday, 30th of September, the last day of September. And now on Monday, very early in the morning, so you can look at it from 2:30 a.m. Now, for those who could trade Chinese yuan, or even it might even somehow affect Japanese yen. Yes, so you want to look at the NBS manufacturing PMI, the all the way, and the Caixin manufacturing PMI too. So all of these are all high impact events coming out from China. All right, at 2:30 and then 2:45 a.m. Right, so I'm sure many of us will be asleep by then on this part of the world. Okay, but if you would want to, and you can want to trade Chinese yuan, you want to go ahead and attempt it. Then at 7, okay, then at 7 a.m., even before 7 a.m., this there's no time specified for this event from Germany here, and that's the retail sales year on year and retail sales month on month. The year on year is one that carries higher impact, is a high impact event from Germany. Okay, so that's trading the euro. All right, so you want to mark that. Of course, I know some may not even be awake already, ready to trade by this time. And at 7 a.m., we go over to the United Kingdom, where the GBP, gross domestic products, quarter on quarter, year on year, will be released. So you want to pay attention to that at 7 a.m. You want to trade the numbers? Yes, 0.6% is both the previous and the forecast numbers, and that's for the Q on Q, quarter two. All right, so of course, if the numbers that come out in the outcome is higher than the figure forecasted or the consensus, you want to buy the GBP USD, or if it's lower, you want to sell it. And then the year on year is 0.9%, right? Same with the previous. So just want to operate that way. Okay, or you want to wait for, of course, wait for the event to be released, and then you trade according to the numbers. Then at 1:30, at 1 p.m. rather, at 1 p.m. we'll go back to Germany for the consumer price index month on month for September prelim and year on year at 1 p.m. All right, so those are, and then I think there's also the harmonized index of consumer prices year on year September prelim. That's at 1 p.m. for the Eurozone, and that's from Germany. And of course, you want to trade the Euro USD with this. So will this push Euro up, Euro USD up or down? Let's watch and see. Okay, then by 16:00. Now remember the timing here, I failed to mention, is GMT plus 1, that's West African time, okay, Nigerian time. So the time, at 18:00 rather, I mean 18:00, that's 6 p.m. Nigerian time, Powell will be speaking, and you want to watch out for this speech because it may actually um, cause a stir in the market. Yes, you want to watch out for this speech. All right, then we move on to Tuesday. Remember, we're only focusing on high impact events. So on Tuesday, the Japanese Tankan Light Manufacturing will be out at 10 minutes to 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. rather, to 1 a.m. That's 12:50 a.m. Okay, so then by 1:30 a.m., the Australian retail sales month on month is out. Forecast 0.4%, previous 0%. So you already know that that's a mover. So if you are trading that, if you want to trade that, you just want to target 20 to 30 pips for the AUD USD around that time. Okay. Then at 10 a.m., we have four huge events, big events from the Eurozone. Core Harmonized Index of Consumer Prices month on month, Core Harmonized Index of Consumer Prices year on year, Harmonized Index of Consumer Prices month on month, and Harmonized Index of Consumer Prices year on year, all from the Eurozone at 10 a.m. So this is going to be dramatic. So you want to pause and wait for the release of the event and then know the direction Euro USD will be going, and other the Euro generally will be going. Okay, so then at 15:00, that's 3 p.m., the ISM manufacturing PMI will be released from the US. Okay, so watch out, go traders, monitor that closely. Okay, then you have on Wednesday, just one major event from the USD, that is the ADP employment change. Now, this indicator over the years for me has proved to be a pointer to what to expect from the NFP rather, non-farm payroll, not NFT, non-farm payroll, and you want to monitor it closely. Now, if the ADP employment change performs well, usually, let me say 70% of the time, NFP will go in the same direction. So use this as a gauge. That's what I normally use to monitor which direction that NFP might usually go. So 60 to 70% is going to be accurate. So let's monitor the ADP employment change at 1:15 on Wednesday. That's about the only major or high impact event. Then on Thursday, of course, trade balance from Australia 1:30 a.m. And then you have the at 1:30 a.m. Well, at 1:30 p.m., the initial jobless claims from the initial jobless claim, well, it's medium impact, but I expect it to try to pull some weight this week rather. Okay, and of course, we don't know the time there is still not available. The timing for the BOE monetary policy reports hearings is not yet available. The timing is not yet available. And then by 3 p.m., ISM services PMI will be out, and that will be for Thursday. Then the big day Friday, you have at 1:30 when the non-farm payroll will release, and three events out of the entire events from the US. On the same day, the unemployment rate, then you have the uses on the underemployment rates, then you have non-farm payrolls, you have labor force participation rates, you have average hourly earnings year on year and average hourly earnings month on month, all coming out at 1:30. And of course, three of these events are major: the average hourly earnings, both year on year, month on month, and the non-farm payroll. So, like I mentioned already, we want to use the ADP employment change to have an idea of what to expect from the non-farm payroll. And the non-farm payroll, from the forecast figures there, appears to want to favor the US dollar. Yeah. Now, if you even go back to the employment change on Wednesday, the forecast is higher than the previous. So I also want to tilt toward that direction, that the NFP this month will favor the US dollar. So apparently, gold has hit an all-time high ever in the history, whether it's 5,000 years history, having hit 2,685 thereabout. And from what I've seen now, and we are going to be dealing with that in the technical analysis in any case, but from what I've seen, this week might see gold going back to being driven down to try and retest the support at 1,500 level. Alright, but let's watch out and see. I'm not trying to give you any signal here, but these are the events to watch out for this week, and I want to trust that you make good use of this information and trade to win. All of us at Pipsoclock team, and Desk. We want to wish you a very profitable and green week. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.